Okay. Yes. So matching heading question type. There are list of headings which are given to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 11 list of headings which are given to you, and these are the paragraphs. So this is how matching heading questions will be given. You will get the options. You have to read the paragraph and you have to search which heading is the appropriate one for the given paragraph. It simply means for the given paragraph, we have to find suitable heading out of the given options. Right? Clear and easy to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
But why this is
Yes,
so
ma'am.
difficult?
Sure.
Yeah, why this is difficult? Why we face problem in this?
Because
Yes.
we will have to read all the paragraphs, and after that we will have to decide. Maybe some 2 or 3 paragraphs. Maybe there are some equal like synonym uh, meanings. So therefore we can have some
Right.
trouble.
So what basically are the challenges which we face when we are solving this question? The first challenge is that there are more options. There are more options than the passages. It means we have some trap options. Some options will be there to trap us. Okay. Now, then there are some headings which have similar meanings. We have to identify. So if we have some headings with similar meaning, we have to identify which heading to choose out of those headings, right? Then we have to look for rephrasing, right? Rather than exact words while solving these kind of questions. Now, one major problem which we have is answers. There is no sequence. The options which are given, we, we are actually confused to read complete information and then look for the option and then read complete information and then look for options, right? For paragraph A, there could be any option out of 10 or out of 11 options. Paragraph B, any option could be suitable. So this is a time consuming process. But of course, there are certain ways to handle this. कुछ तरीके हैं, कुछ चीजें हैं, we have to keep in mind while solving these type of questions, right? We will understand the step-by-step approach of solving matching headings, right? Now, what is the step-by-step approach? The first thing is we will read the options. We will go through the options and mark the keywords in the options. We will practice this in further slide, going through the options and marking the keywords in the option. While marking the keyword, try to generalize the meaning of each option. Generalizing the meaning means just try to understand, think for the parallel meaning or think for the parallel words. Think like what this generally means, right? For example, the
Parallel
option
means
is
synonymous.
yes, somewhat like synonyms only, right? But basically it
Okay,
means, for
synonym.
example, there is an option, reasons why plants are grown in damp area, right? So reasons why. So it means in my mind, I will think that the paragraph might contain words like because, as. So reasoning will be given. Okay. So for example, if in my option, there is a word stages to be followed while constructing a bridge. So what stages? It means in the paragraph, they might be talking about certain steps, or they might be talking about construction of the bridge. The steps will be given, the stages will be given, or the connectors like firstly, secondly will be there. I will quickly generalize the meaning. I will quickly generalize the way how I need to approach the paragraph for this option. Okay. Now, I will read the paragraph one by one. I will read a paragraph first, right? Then I will read a paragraph. I will go through the options. Choose correct option for myself. I will read the paragraph. I will again go through the options and eliminate the unqualifying options, and I will choose from the remaining option. These 3 steps will go simultaneously side by side for each paragraph. ये साथ साथ चलेंगे पैराग्राफ के साथ आपके. A option ए पैराग्राफ पढ़ा, ऑप्शंस को गो थ्रू किया, अनक्वालिफाइड ऑप्शंस को एलिमिनेट कर दिया, जो रिमेनिंग ऑप्शन है चूज किया। बी पढ़ा, गो थ्रू किया, अनक्वालिफाइड ऑप्शंस को एलिमिनेट कर दिया, रिमेनिंग ऑप्शन में से चूज किया। सिमिलरली सी के लिए भी सेम, डी के लिए भी सेम, राइट? Simple to understand, but why still we are not able to find correct answers? Because they trap you. They trap you. We will be understanding about the traps, but before that, let's understand how we need to generalize the options. So there are some options. How we will generalize it? So they're talking about temperature on Earth. It is not important that in the paragraph they will be writing the word temperature, right? They can just talk about cold. It was cold. The planet was cold. Or they can talk about, they can give any percentage or they can give any degree of temperature, right? This degree Celsius, minus 10 degrees Celsius. So that is also temperature on Earth. They're talking about Earth temperature, right? So we need to understand all the things, all the keywords are fulfilled. They, in paragraph in which they're talking about temperature, of course, they can talk about hot, humid, or variable, climate, or varied temperatures are there. So these information could be mentioned. Greenhouse, storage of heat, they might be talking about. Creating global warming, they might be talking about certain actions due to which global warming is happening. It is not important that they use word creating or they use word global warming. They can simply say, because of these reasons, the temperature is increasing on the Earth. It means they're talking about what is creating global warming, right? Uses of greenhouse gases, how it is utilized, how it is used. The usage will be given. Our choices. Something we are choosing, something we are doing knowingly, right? This is what I'm doing right now. I'm generalizing the options in my own head. Getting what I'm doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, greenhouse gases, maybe they not mention the word greenhouse gases. They might name some gases. 1 or 2 gases they can name. Not one, maybe they can name 2 gases. Earth's atmosphere. Now it is about atmosphere. It is not temperature. So these 2 things would be confusing. You need to know the difference, the differentiation, right? Reversing the damage. Something which is improving now. Maybe the actions which has taken, it is improving. Effects of carbon dioxide. Something, the results might be given. Right? This has happened.
Yes, ma'am.
This has
Yes,
happened.
ma'am.
So these words will be used. So this is how I need to generalize each option. Now I need to be aware about things. Now students, what they do, they basically match the words. It is not important. There are some paragraphs, you might get all the words, you might match all the words. For example, this, creating global warming. So maybe in one paragraph, you might get both the words, creating global warming as it is, but it is not important that is your answer. Your answer could be something else as well. Right? So for maybe your answer is this, our choices. Why? If you're getting complete set of word in the paragraph, still this is not an answer. Why? Because one thing which we need to keep in mind is that when we are looking for headings, what does a heading mean? What does a heading mean? This is a paragraph. इस पूरे पैराग्राफ को क्या चीज, क्या ऑप्शन will, क्या ऑप्शन इस पूरे पैराग्राफ को अच्छे से दर्शाएगा और रिफ्लेक्ट करेगा, right? They're talking
That is
about
heading, ma'am.
Sorry?
Yes, ma'am. मैं कह रहा हूँ कि heading ही है that will show all the paragraph.
Yes, heading means they're talking about paragraph as a whole. It means हमने आंसर जब लिखना है, हमने क्या चीज लिखनी है? मेन आइडिया ऑफ द पैराग्राफ. पैराग्राफ बात किस बारे में कर रहा है? There are two things. One is main idea, one is explanation. मे बी जो हमने ऑप्शन चूज किया, जो हमें एग्जैक्ट वर्ड मिल गए, दैट वाज पार्ट ऑफ एक्सप्लेनेशन. दैट वाज नॉट माय मेन आइडिया. what will be my main idea? What that paragraph is about completely, right? So where you will find your main idea? Most of the time, 99% of the time, especially when you have the medium size paragraphs or the lengthy paragraphs, the main idea is in the first few lines and last few lines. It means opening and conclusion of the paragraph, closing and the opening of the paragraph. You will find your main idea there, right? In case of short paragraphs, prefer to read complete paragraphs. ये नहीं करना कि ऊपर की 3 लाइन पढ़ ली, नीचे की ऑलरेडी पैराग्राफ शॉर्ट है, सारी इंफॉर्मेशन रीड करो. Okay, now what is explanation? What is the difference between explanation and your main idea? Yes. So, for example, I have a paragraph. So they are saying that trees are vital for maintaining ecological balance, or trees are vital for the environment, right? They are providing, they are habitat for many plants, they are habitat for many creatures, right? And they are also, giving us fresh air to breathe. Now, I have an option. Trees are habitat of wildlife for many many animals. Trees are house of many animals. The other option is the importance of tree. What will be my answer here?
The importance of tree.
Yes.
Importance of tree.
Because the complete paragraph was the complete, whatever I was announcing, they were telling the importance of tree. Habitat of wildlife was just a point telling how trees are important. So this is the difference between explanation and main idea, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
One thing, whenever you're writing your answers, you need to just cut down. You have your pen with you. Whenever you're reading the option, cut down the options which you are already done with, or cut down the options which you are eliminated. Whenever you are confused between two options, put a question mark in front. So this will give you an idea. Whenever you're confused or some question is any of the question is taking a lot of time, try to skip that question for that moment, solve it at the end when you are left with fewer options. Okay, and if you're confused between two options, try to read both the options. If you're confused between two options, try to read both the options. You have to think few points now. First thing, which option is the main idea? Or there might be any option, the half option will be going with the passage, but some information, the other part will be missing, or it would be changed in the option to confuse you. The first part or the last part will be exactly in the passage, but some part of the question will be missing, right? You have to see whether in the option something is missing or not, or whether this is the main idea or not. These two things you need to see. Okay, clear?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, these are few options with us. So there are 10 options we have. Just let's go through it. Effect of city life on mental health. What will be the keyword here? Yes, what will
Stress.
be the keyword here? Yes.
Stress.
So effect. Basically, we are talking about effect of city life on mental health. So
City
talking,
life on mental health.
yes. So these are the important words. So they are talking about stress, maybe the mental health effect, how it is affecting us. So here, it is not important the word is what will be given. The words like urban, stress, how city life is affecting, the reasons why how city life is affecting, such information will be given. Stress reduction in animals. Animals, stress reduction. They will be talking about for animals, the word like wildlife. Maybe they don't mention wildlife for animals. Maybe they name some animal. They can name dogs, they can name elephants. Name of animals could be given. Two type of stress. When the words like types of stress, two types of stress is given. So in such questions, you are given with connectors like firstly, secondly, right? Or you are not given with any kind of connectors. You are this name of the stress will be mentioned. So this stress and the further this stress, right? They can name two types of stress without using any of the connection or without saying that there are two types of stress. The fallout of cell health. Fallout means declining. Something is dropping. Any of the cell which is declining. The best type of exercise. Some exercise which has proved important. How stress can be useful. The importance of stress. How stress can be useful. Managing stress in job interview. Okay. One reason behind bad tempers. Bad temper, or you can say they can talk about uh, fights, aggression, bad temper. Neural loss in childhood. Okay. Loss of neuron in childhood, regrowing the brain with exercise. Something is redeveloping, regenerating with exercise. Okay. Now, I have gone through the options. I will read paragraph one by one and I will try to answer them. Keywords play a very important role. I have already discussed that. Whether it's true, false, not given, whether it's heading, whether it's fill-ups, in reading, not only in reading and in listening, your keywords are very important. And the other important thing which I need to discuss today is paraphrasing. What is paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is a crucial skill which this is the foundation of Ielts test. Listening, reading, writing, and speaking, all four modules. If you know how to recognize paraphrasing or how to do paraphrasing, you can easily, handle the modules, especially reading and listening. And even in writing and speaking, you are required to paraphrase the information. What is paraphrasing? Yes. Yes, I think everyone is on mute. Amandeep and Sanjay, are you getting what we are doing?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is paraphrasing?
Concluding the paragraph, maybe.
Not
What content we should have in paragraph?
No. Paraphrasing simply means whatever information is given, you rephrase it. You rewrite in your own words without changing the meaning. For example, I have a word, advancement in agriculture, right? I will paraphrase it like, or in the question, I have a word, advancement in agriculture. It would be paraphrased like, with the technology, there has been improvement made in agriculture. So it simply means advancement in agriculture. I am writing the same thing by changing the words. Okay. So
Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
information
okay.
which is given in another words, that is called paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is done by using synonyms or using phrases or by changing the sentence structure. We will understand paraphrasing when we will solve the question one by one, right? So let's have a look. So this is a paragraph and this is a heading in front of you. What we need to do now? First thing is we have to go through the options. Have we gone through the options?
Keyword.
Have we gone through the options?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what we will do? We will read. This is a medium paragraph.
We read the paragraph.
Lines, last few lines, right? Now read it. You have to do extensive reading. Now here, despite its bad reputation, words like despite, on the other hand, even though, although, these are very important words. It means, so they will be contradicting what they are saying. Despite means बावजूद, bad reputation के बावजूद भी, stress historical had vital role to play. So what this paragraph is talking about, they are talking about the vital role. Then they're then they are mentioning here, it releases hormones like adrenaline, cortisol causes heart to beat faster, airway to dilate, open and push the body towards optimal performance and ultimately survival. This is a good thing which they are talking about. Here is the word animal kingdom. This is still often the difference between life and death. In the rest of the animal, this is still often the difference between life and death. Now, this word, animal kingdom, it will take us here. But this is just the part of explanation. The whole paragraph is not on animals, right? So we will not choose this as option. What they are talking about? Vital role.
How stress can be useful.
Okay. Yes. Sanjay, what do you think?
Yes, ma'am, same.
So they are talking about importance, how stress can be useful. My answer will be C. Okay. I will cross this. Whatever I'm going passing, I will cross. I will keep crossing that. I will cross this. So this was easy to locate. I was not required to read all the options to find the answer. It was simply, I just saw the vital role, the importance, and they're talking about the importance. Now, next. I have to cross this. Read this.
Like,
Yes, what will be the answer here?
Effect of city life on mental health.
stress.
One by one. Satish, sorry, Sanjay. Sanjay.
It's two type of stress.
Okay. Amandeep.
Third one, ma'am. Like,
Effect of city life on mental health.
Effect of city life on mental health. Let's see. In ordinary modern life, although we are little danger of being stalked by wild beasts down city streets, our body reacts to stress in the same way. Experience anxiety, fear, and stress is considered normal part of life when it's occasional and temporary, such as feeling anxious, stressed before exam interview. It is when these acute reactions prolong. Then, in contrast, in contrast to, they're talking about normal everyday stress. So in contrast to normal everyday stress, we also have chronic stress. It is a pathological state. Okay. Now, when we look at the paragraph, there are certain words which are matching exactly. One is they're talking about city life. Okay. The other word here I found is stress, normal part when occasional job interview. So there was an option of job and interview. Managing stress in job interview, right? The other option I'm confused here is two type of stress. So three options: question mark, question mark, question mark. Now, what things, Amandeep, what we need to see here? Main idea and explanation. If I talk about
Yes, ma'am.
effect of city life on mental health, what effects they have given of city life on mental health?
Stress and experiencing anxiety and fear.
So they are saying it is normal part. Stress is the normal part of city life. What are the effects? They have just give referencing here. Referencing कैसे दिए?
मीन्स ये क्रोनिक स्ट्रेस के कारण ये टू टाइप्स ऑफ स्ट्रेस बन गए.
तो पहले उन्होंने बोला नॉर्मल एवरीडे स्ट्रेस जो होता है, जैसे हम एंजाइटी फील करते हैं, जैसे कि हम एंजाइटी फील करते हैं जॉब इंटरव्यू से पहले, एग्जाम्पल की तरह दिया. इट इज नॉट मेन आइडिया. ये भी कट जाएगा.
यस मैम.
राइट. दूसरा उन्होंने बोला मॉडर्न लाइफ में like being stalked by wild beasts down city street, our body react to stress in the same way, right? जैसे सिटी स्ट्रीट में we are stalked by a wild beast, जैसे कोई हमारा पीछा कर होता है सिटी स्ट्रीट में, वैसे ही स्ट्रेस में उसी तरीके से है. वो भी हमारा like stalking us, like जैसे सिटी स्ट्रीट में होता है. They have given as a referencing example के तौर पर, right? But two types of stress. In contrast to normal everyday stress of modern life, chronic stress is also pathological state. Two types of stress they are talking about. So the answer will be two types of stress. One is normal everyday stress, second is chronic stress. Right? So
Yes, ma'am.
here we found exact words, but the paragraph was not talking about the same. We have to focus on the main idea. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
So we will be eliminating these two. Next, read this. Yes, what is the answer?
It's, I think, neuron loss in childhood.
Sorry.
And the answer of this paragraph is, I think, the first ninth one, neurons loss in childhood.
Neuron loss in childhood.
The fallout of cell death, maybe.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So how did you why did you think that it is neuron loss in childhood?
Because,
Where
ma'am, it has explained like,
neurons? Sorry.
m-
Yeah.
ma'am, neurons in this area do not neurons in this area do not just get smaller but actually die, which weakens the neural connection, affecting the way memories are organized and stored in the brain. A chronic stress person would recognize this as a brain fog, and it is also has ramifications for other areas such as creativity and adaptability.
Okay. So where is this? Where this is a specific word, childhood. So what we have done in previous slides, half information.
Um,
Yes, they're not talking about childhood anywhere. So look at the words. Look at the words here. What do fallout mean? Fallout means dropping, shrinking, reducing, physically shrink. Control center of memory or ability to learn can physically shrink. Neuron in this are just get smaller, fall out, but actually die, which weaken the neuron connection. So they're talking about fallout of cell death,
Yes, ma'am.
okay,
right?
okay.
Yes. B paragraph.
One reason behind bad tempers.
Okay. Yes. Sanjay.
Let me read once again. Just give me 1 minute.
Your voice is cracking, Sanjay.
I'm saying just 1 minute. I'm reading it again.
I'm not getting you.
Just
Just
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'm reading it again.
okay. Yes, Sanjay, is it done?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, if I talk about this paragraph, keep one thing in mind. When you will read starting of the paragraph, they're talking about while this part of brain gets smaller, right? This can confuse you. This can confuse you and make you unsure. So please mute yourself here. This can confuse you and make you unsure about the previous answer. You will think that they are talking about that it is getting smaller. It is getting smaller. So in exam, when you see starting line, you know this starting line, the starting of the paragraph, right, which is reflecting to the the previous paragraph. It means they are just maintaining the connection. They are just adding a starting line with the connection to the previous paragraph, but the paragraph will talk about something else because they have used another word, another area. Means they will be talking about the another area, right? They are talking about emotions. Here we can see words like can profoundly impact mood and behavior, right? Then we are talking about become instead reactive and short fuse. Short fuse means
Aggression.
aggression, correlated with aggression. Scream back, being able to tolerate a screaming child and instead giving into desire to scream back. They're talking about bad tempers,
And tempers.
right? So one
Yes,
reason
ma'am.
find bad. What is the one reason? This another area, amygdala, which processes the emotion. A larger amygdala has found to correlate with aggression. So this is one reason for aggression, for bad tempers. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Key paragraph. Sorry.
Regrowing the brain with exercise.
Okay. Sanjay, what about you? Sanjay, your voice is cracking a lot. I think he has left. He's disconnected. So yes, it is
Yes, ma'am.
regrowing the brain with exercise. Right? How? Because yeah, whenever you see word, however, even though it means they will be contrasting whatever they have said earlier. So they are saying that it
Yes,
was
ma'am.
expected that there was a limited number of neurons in the brain. And as they died off as a result of aging, stress, and substance, for instance, they were lost forever. So it was accepted, right? And as they
Yes,
died
ma'am.
off, self stress, substance, for instance, they were gone, lost forever. It turns out, however, so the reality is something different. This is not the case, and the stem cells within the brain are actually able to create new neurons. So it will regrow. They will create
Yes,
new
ma'am.
neurons. Lost neurons can be replaced. What makes this discovery even more like simply we can find the answer in these lines. So answer will be regrowing the brain with exercise.
Yes, ma'am. In the last second line, it has been shown about the exercise also.
The exercise has now shown that contribute to repair of the chronic stress. So here we have the answer exact. Exercise,
Yes, ma'am.
repair chronically stressed brain. Repair means regrowing. The other word here we have is replenish.
Yes, ma'am.
So this simply means regrowth. Sanjay, is it clear to you? Yes. You're on mute, Sanjay. So I hope you have written the correct answers. 6, 3,
Yes,
4,
ma'am.
8, and 10. Yes, Sanjay, are you there?
No, ma'am. He is disconnected.
He is having some network issue, I suppose.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So are you clear with the heading part, Amandeep?
Yes, ma'am. I'm clear with that.
Right. So we will be doing a complete practice test also, right? On day after tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we will be covering the other types of questions. We will be covering matching information, fill-ups, and we will be solving.
Okay,
We will
ma'am.
do the live solving of the matching information and fill-ups.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. And day
Yes,
after
ma'am.
tomorrow and day after tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we'll be doing the complete that reading test so that we can get idea how to deal with reading in time, right? We have to be 60 minutes, 40 questions, how to solve it. And so that we are able to manage all the skills, whatever we are learning, we can implement them in the real practice test.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Sanjay, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Are
yes,
you,
ma'am. Actually, ma'am, I had.
okay. So are you, is it clear the answer of E question, E
Yes, yes,
paragraph?
yes, ma'am.
So it's
Yes, ma'am.
regrowth of the
I
brain with
already gave
exercise.
regrowing the brain and exercise.
Yes, so it is talking about the regrowth. Now, if I talk about your, just a second, uh, reading which you need to do for headings. Amandeep, have you done the complete reading section or just the true false not given part?
Just a true false part, ma'am. 1 to 7
Okay.
questions.
So in the same reading, reading day 1, William Henry Corkin, you have true false not given in the second section. List of headings are given,
Yes, ma'am.
right? You have to write down the answers.
Okay, ma'am.
Try to implement, doesn't matter if it takes time, try to implement the strategies which we have understood today. And Sanjay,
Yes, ma'am.
you too, general reading, day 1 you have to open. There are true false not given, we have missed yesterday, we will be covering that soon. You have to solve the heading part which is in the reading day 2. There are lots of headings, 28 to 36. 9 questions are there. List of heading day 2. Right, Sanjay? I'm typing it. He's gone again. I'll call him. Okay. So Amandeep, I hope everything is clear.
Yes, ma'am. Everything's
Any
clear.
doubt, any question you have in your mind? You want to discuss anything from the previous reading?
No, ma'am. No. It's all
Sure.
understandable. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the writing part will be starting next week. So writing,
Okay.
I will be covering essay first. Then I will be covering task 1.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So we can wind up for now. Done for the day.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.